remember it like it was yesterday. Being a slave. Being a slave in South Carolina on the Bratton plantation. Oh yes, they had the war there before they went up there to Kings Mountain. My pa, his name was Watt. The British, they come there, and they was gonna kill my master, but he wasn't there. They almost killed the missus. And then one of the soldiers knocked the man down and said, "Leave her alone, we didn't come here to harm women and children, we want a husband." We wait till he come home, and then we're going to get him. So they got on what they call the Great Wagon Road. That road is still there today. Check out your places. They got a different name. They call it Armstrong Road. It was that Great Wagon Road. Early settlers coming in from Pennsylvania, down into Virginia, into the Carolinas. So it's still there today. The British left. And moved the missus. Called my pa and told my pa he had to go tell the master not to come home, because if he came home, they were going to kill him. My pa knew exactly where the master was located. But the British offered us freedom. And a lot of us thought we was going to get that freedom. And they were sold back into slavery. So what is my pa going to do? My pa went directly and found the master and told him what had happened on July 12th of 1780. The Americans won that battle because of my father. No, he didn't get his freedom. He stayed loyal to that family. When the master died, he left my ma and my pa to one of his sons. And they were buried there. But they said even then, my pa could come and go whenever he pleased. You've been here today. You've walked and looked at this beautiful grounds here. John Broady. Look alike. Red hair, blue eyes. Went to Kings Mountain with his master. You know, they couldn't even tell the difference between the slave and the master. Huh? So he said something about a horse. Started acting up. And Master Campbell took the horse to the rear. Got him another horse. And John was supposed to take care of that horse. And he did. Master got another horse and went on back to his business. But John decided he wanted to see what was going on. He didn't have a shirt on. He just got on the horse. And he's standing up there, horse standing there, and guess what? Well, the soldiers looked back, thought it was the master on that horse. Think that's funny? The master went and got another horse. And he come riding in, and some of the folks coming down there on their horses thought that he was the slave. Would you believe? 15 years of slavery, you see. John Broady. And I hear that one day the master was looking out at him. He was piling logs on a pile. And he told his wife, he's been faithful to me. He was there at Kings Mountain. I need to talk to him. And he walked over to that John Broady and he told him how thankful he was. He says, "You've been with me all this time." And then he said, "I want to give you your freedom." John looked at him and said, "I never thought I was a slave." Never felt that I was a slave. But I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Because I want my children to have freedom. Freedom. Even some of our women fought in the Revolutionary War. Deborah Sampson, disguised herself as a man, and fought. Got wounded. Doctor sent her to his house. But she was well enough, they sent her back out in the field. And she finished returning the New York campaign. Not long ago, I was given some information by a lady. It was about a woman called Mammy Kate. Well, coming out of character right now, I'm Kitty Wilson Evans. I was down in my home state of Georgia a few weeks ago, and this man came up to me bought some of my books. And he asked me, he said, Miss Kitty, what is your favorite subject? I said, the Revolutionary War. I did not know this man, but he looked at me and he says, you ever heard of a woman named Mammy Kate? I lost it. I went into detail. I mean, my hands are flying and everything. And he just looked at me and he just smiled. That gentleman there near Athens, Georgia, gave me one of his cards. He was an Afro-American. And he's a member of the Sons of the Revolutionary. Simple things like that have happened to me. I didn't know what to say to this gentleman. But he knew I lost it when he said Mammy Kate. He knew I went right down from the beginning to the very end. How she saved her master. He was a governor, I understand. And the loyalists, the Tories took him prisoner. We're going to kill him. And would you believe? They say that Mammy Kate was a strong woman. Said she was tall and she had wide shoulders. She looked really like a gentleman, a man. And they would let her go into the camp to take care of her master. One morning she went in there. She had this big basket on her head. See, the master was a little short fella. She put that basket down and says, you get in there. He got in the basket. She put sheets over her master, put that basket on her head, and walked out. They did not know it. You think I'm lying? I got it right here in my bag. It's stories like these that our children need to know. They need to know.
Amen.
John Broady. Because I can remember my first time here, and I'm not going to cut it short. There was a lady, and I started talking about John Broady, and this lady started, I was like, I'm getting a bad nerve. But later when I was finished, one of the gentlemen down at the gate told me, Miss Kitty, come over here. A lady left you a note, and I have that note today. The note said, please get in touch with me. I know where John Broady is buried. I remember when you brought his name up, I remember playing in the cemetery where the man is buried. I got so excited. The next time I was here, one of the gentlemen who was reenacting said, I live in Saltville. I didn't know where that. I know exactly where the cemetery is. Now I'm going to take my little Walmart camera with me. And I took pictures. Of myself standing, and had somebody take a picture of me standing beside his grave, and some of the other ladies that were with me. The very same pictures that you shared with me with his name on it. But the gate was locked. We couldn't just go right in. And would you believe that young man went and called, and they came and opened it. We've got a lot to be thankful for, even today. Our sons and our daughters, husband and wives are out fighting in Iraq. And what are they fighting for? They're our heroes. We need to remember them, not on special occasions, but all the time.